Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to this live stream. It has been a minute since I got on live, or about a month since I did any news, and I'll go into that later. Everything's great. And hello, Society page. I've been looking forward to this as well, and I am excited to share with you Donna's latest jail log phone calls from the spring. And just as a side note, these are not actually the calls in audio. These are the call log records that I request from the Leon County Jail. So sorry to disappoint any of you. The audio is not released. And hello, Dawn. And I know a lot of you are probably working, and this was just kind of a last minute live. This is just an easier way for me to share this information. And if you're catching this on the replay, I wanted to just get right to the kind of juicy information that I found from Donna Adelson's call breakdowns, which I think breakdown is an accurate way to describe what Donna is going through in the Leon County Jail if you look at her past incidents, and we'll talk about that later. So I wanted to tell you all that these calls that I requested were pretty much from, I kind of did a call breakdown in the fall into winter. So I decided to choose spring as a sample. And what I had found was that Donna averaged about 10 phone calls a day. Most calls were to Harvey and the lawyers, meaning mostly Daniel Rashbaum. And with many random calls, which I'll go into in a second. And she calls Bree, the Charlie's baby's mama, every other day. And she's not using a burner phone anymore. So the call breakdown is 50% of the calls are to Harvey Adelson, her alleged co-conspirator. 31% of the calls are to Daniel Rashbaum, and 5% of the phone calls are to Bree, and 14% of the phone calls are to other. So I will go into who those other people are right now. And before we go into talking about Charlie in North or South Dakota, I forgot. If you could write in the comments where he's at, which one he's at, or speculate as to why. I might be able to speculate, and I just want to preface, these are, my call breakdowns are facts. I do vet the phone calls through the US phone book, reverse Google searches. I'm not going to say names. I do not want to become part of this narrative or interfere with witnesses or any of that. I just want to preface that. But I want you all to speculate in the comments why you think Charlie might be in North Dakota, I believe he's in. And also some rumblings about Wendy maybe making a move, but just want to also preface, not trying to witness tamper, just wondering why she might be, if she's trying to maybe flee to Mexico. I don't know. So let's say hi to some more people while I'm looking at some of these randoms that Donna has been calling in jail in the spring. And I also wanted to mention Donna's friends, and I'm not going to say their names. I'm going to kind of rattle off sort of who they are that she was calling in the fall into the winter when she was first arrested. She was calling everyone and anyone who would answer the phone. There was a lady who was 47 from New Jersey that she was calling. She was calling an 81-year-old man who was answering the phone. She was calling Maricel Descalzo. Up until December 18th, she was consistently calling Bree Price. She was calling a lady who was 76 years old in Naples, Florida. She was also calling a lady who shares the same first name as me, a 74-year-old woman from Delray Beach, Florida, calling a 62-year-old friend from Boca and none of those people are being called anymore. I'm assuming that they are not answering their phones. Let's fast forward to the spring. Now she is calling a bunch of randoms, and I want your help to kind of maybe speculate as to why she might be calling some local Tallahassee people. My instant speculation could be, you know, we know that Charlie has been extorted, allegedly extorted, in the Florida prison system. Maybe that has something to do with him moving to the Dakotas. My first instinct was maybe is Donna trying to maybe settle Charlie's debts in jail, or maybe protect Charlie by, you know, maybe paying off some of the family members of these convicts in the prison system. So what I did, I plugged in all of these people from Tallahassee that Donna was calling. Only one of them is an ex-con. So leads me to think maybe I couldn't find many of these people on LinkedIn either, which was shocking because their names were pretty normal, average Joe names. And I'm speculating maybe Donna's trying to set up an Airbnb for Harvey in Tallahassee for the trial. Or let's go into who these people are before I start speculating. Maybe you guys can help me speculate as well. So the first person, very frequent number that actually was picking up, is a 53-year-old man from Tallahassee. And this guy was not, didn't have any Google search that had a picture with it. There wasn't really a LinkedIn profile attached to it. So I thought, all right, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why she's calling this 53-year-old man. He's not a lawyer. He's nothing. Couldn't find anything. Then I found another guy, a 33-year-old guy from Tallahassee who is an ex-con. I searched his name through the Tallahassee jail, and quite a few number of infractions came up for a 33-year-old man who in fact was in prison. Not sure why is Donna talking to him? I don't know. Not quite sure on that one. Then this just keeps getting more random. There was a 47-year-old man from Clinton, North Carolina, and I think we know that Bree lives in North Carolina, but this guy is a pastor. Had the most famous guy with this name is a pastor from North Carolina. You guys tell me why she might be talking to an ex-criminal and a pastor from North Carolina. I'm not sure. So this is leaving me just as perplexed as it is probably you guys. Another guy she's calling is a 43-year-old from Tallahassee. And I'm assuming this could be Airbnb. I don't know. Setting up something, because I'm leading up to another individual that I think could definitely be something to do with Harvey. The next guy that Donna's calling is a 38-year-old from Tallahassee. And when I Googled this name, the most famous person with this name was a lawyer from Tallahassee. But what really threw me off was the age that I found from the phone book was 38, but the lawyer looked a little bit older and worked at FSU. So once again, left me pretty perplexed and kind of with that another random phone call. But this one I'm pretty sure about. I am pretty much 100% sure that this 29-year-old CNA was called by Donna. And your guess is probably as good as mine as to why Donna would be speaking to a CNA, a caregiver in Tallahassee. And my first thought was, with Harvey possibly coming to the trial and maybe needing somebody to do his activities of daily living, like grocery shopping, maybe somebody to drive up with him to the trial, it kind of got me a little bit optimistic that maybe Harvey will be there, and you know, they can kind of keep their eye on him. But also maybe thinking that Donna's going to want Harvey to look like this weak older man, and if he's in the courthouse, maybe having him kind of like hobble in with a caretaker could be a strategy. I know my dad is 80 years old. He definitely doesn't need a caretaker, but I don't think Donna wants him to get a wife. So the caretaker role might be something that Donna is shopping around for, so that he doesn't marry somebody else and try to escape to Mexico like Wendy. So let me just see what you all are saying. All right, so a lot of you are talking about Wendy. Oh boy, and you know, the thing is, Shanna Gardner did the same thing. She kind of moved around out of the police. You know, eye view. She moved to Savannah for a little bit. She actually moved to Tallahassee. We learned that in Shanna's Arthur hearing, and she said she told the police she had moved to Tallahassee. Oh my gosh, she was hiding out, but she told the police. Okay, so South Dakota. Good. Thank you for clarifying. Your guess is as good as mine. Whether Donna's trying to pay off Charlie's debts, this guy that she called who did have a criminal record was not in the prison or the jail at the same time as Charlie. So I don't know. I highly doubt that Donna's trying to settle any financial disputes or extortion. That would make her look terrible if she was trying to settle any more extortion. But it wouldn't surprise me if they did like a, you know, quadruple extortion. I don't know which number extortion we're at this point, but it would be like a double, triple, quadruple extortion, and that could be a great defense for them. Who knows? Okay, so Austin, yes, chasing another sugar daddy. Yeah, Wendy, I wish you all the luck of, you know, your spotless history with men, that she's going to attract the best suitors in Austin. I bet you anything on that J-Swipe or Hinge or whatever she's using. She likes the porous Texas borders. Yeah, she'll get through real easily with the amount of people they let through. So saying hi to you all. You know, I want to just explain myself why I've been a little MIA. Just, you know, looking at the Karen Reed trial, just kind of reassessed how much I want to get involved with witnesses and the information putting forward. I just want to make sure it's really fact-based and based on documents and not getting too salacious towards witnesses. And that's all I have to say about it. I had just a funny side story. I was really into the Shanna Gardner case for a while, and living in this town, I was just kind of like, I know way too much. And so I got a phone call. I just put out a video with all these new co-conspirators. They released 800 pages of documents, and I was just poring over it and made a video about one of the alleged co-conspirators, and I referred to him as JB. And then I get a text message that says, hey, and I said, who's this? And it was from a number I didn't recognize. And then they said, it's JB. So I got so spooked. I was like, oh my God, do I need to go to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office right now? Oh my God. And then it turned out to be one of my friends, Josh Brock, who I haven't spoken to in a while. And I was like, I need a minute. I need to just like step back. And with everything, you know, Turtle Boy going to jail and people, you know, who are covering the Karen Reed just becoming part of the narrative, I just think it's getting so ugly. And I love true crime, but I just want to be safe, and I want everyone to be safe. And the trials to go smoothly. And that's my only wish or explanation for everyone. So wonder what lame excuse Wendy is using in her so-called move to Austin. Well, I don't know. I think it's because her family lives there. I think it's the Mintz family lives there. She's got probably them still on her side. I wanted to also note, no calls to Donna. She is not speaking to her mother. That is so weird. I don't care what planet you're on, whatever your mother does. I don't know. I think I would probably speak to my mom just to say, like, what on earth is going on? Just making sure she's okay. If she did something terrible like that, I think she's just trying to protect her own skin. Alrighty. So hello, everyone. It's been such a minute. Oh my God. Hi, Patty. Hello. Oh my gosh. I love the content everybody is doing. It's just been such a slow season, and we've been just breadcrumbed with these nothing sandwiches. But I think it's been kind of cool to see. I'm super fascinated with what Donna's doing behind the scenes with her spoon requests. And I also wanted to note that she has no incidents as of April into May. She has been on good behavior. She is also in general population, which I found fascinating compared to her nude watches and, you know, kind of talking back to the guards has been such terrible behavior. It's just been despicable, but she is in general population on good behavior, no incidents to report of 3 or higher. She had a kind of a snarky comment about the spoons in January, but recently she's been listening to her iPad and the wiretaps. She's been receiving paperwork. That's what I saw latest in her file. And she received blue ear pods. So if you go to jail, you can just have a tablet and ear pods and just, you know, relax. I guess that's what she's doing. So happy Friday, everyone. Yes, TGIF, good. And Society Page is working. Well, I'm so glad I had the day off because it's been a minute since I've gotten any new information since Sigfredo's file and a little bit on Shanna Gardner's case. And I really want to encourage you all, if you want a interesting case that's similar to the Adelsons, follow the Jared Brightigan murder. It is going to be huge. And Jose Baez was in court for about 7 hours trying to argue. It was just laughable. It was it was just ridiculous. So I'm working on a video for that. All right. I wanted to see what y'all thought about Donna in jail. Oh, good. You're saying South Dakota. Okay. My God. All right. Yeah. How much money can the Adelsons have left? Let's actually take a look at it because I do have Donna's breakdown of her call logs actually right here as to how many calls she has made from her summary. She has spent $3,552.96. $3,000. Wow. I guess she will still receive her Social Security until she is convicted. So she's got a little bit of money coming in. I'm sure that they have investments. Unfortunately, I don't think money is the problem right now for the Adelsons. And you know what? I have a sneaking suspicion. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about the high prices of rent and HOA in Miami, Florida. And my HOA is going up and up and up. But I chose a pretty sensible place to live in Florida. I love where I live. Not kind of a South Beach kind of girl. But she couldn't afford it anymore. She has to leave, you guys. HOA, when you're at the beach, is about $1,000 a month, and it's just going up in property taxes and insurance. That girl is in the lower middle class right now, I'm pretty sure, with all of her legal fees. Wah, wah. Sorry, Wendy. Okay, another thing, the durations let me go through her attempts. She has called about 4,610 people. 1,760 were completed. 2,850 were not. Over half of the people are not picking up. So when they're calling, hello, this is a phone call from the Leon County Jail, they're saying, nope. If they know Donna, they don't want to hear from her. She got a terrible media storm around her. I think they probably watched that Dateline or 2020 special and said, nope, sorry, Donna. Especially her friend who shares the same name as me doesn't want to pick up the phone anymore, because I think she might have been in that room when the plane ticket was bought to, I forget where it was, Vietnam. Yeah. So people are ghosting Donna. Over half of the calls were ghosted. 2,800 calls were ghosted. The duration of people, mostly Harvey and her love, Daniel Rashbaum, are picking up the phone for 1,737 seconds, 242. Wait. Oh, wait. 1,737,242 seconds. 1 million seconds on the phone. Can you imagine? Anywho, and that's 28,954 minutes. They're not limiting her time, apparently. And let's see. I thought that was pretty interesting to me. And let's see what y'all have to say. Okay, so you think that Charlie was part of a prisoner swap. Good idea. Good speculation. Who do you think they sent from North Dakota? What do people do in North Dakota? I think I was watching a documentary where there are hardly any murders up there. It's kind of a mellow place. I don't think he deserves to be there. What kind of butt kissing did he have to do to get to North Dakota? That is so unfair. I say just let him get, his initiation into a gang. I was kind of looking forward to seeing that. Now I'm going to have to change my whole verbiage of requesting records, find out where this place is and give him some time to settle in, and then I'll request something. Let's see. They wouldn't just send him there without getting a prisoner. True. Probably for both prisoners' protection. Do you guys think there's gangs in North Dakota? Yeah. Let's see. What's a great guess? You think that Donna's kind of maybe trying to fight for her son and maybe calling this ex-con? I think it's possible, but my question is, where is she getting this phone number and name? Could it be, communication through Harvey, through Charlie to Harvey? Harvey saying, you got to call this guy, and to protect Charlie. Who on earth knows? Okay, Charlie throwing LK under the bus in his defense. Well, remind me who LK is. Maybe I'm rusty on this case. Let's see. I hope somehow on his sister. Yeah. Let's hope. Yeah, Wendy is not going to flip. I don't think on earth. She is going to do the Karen Reed thing of this is all. The state of Florida is so against Wendy. She'll do this pity party thing. And reasonable doubt until the cows come home. And I have honestly just checked out of the Karen Reed trial. That thing, I do not want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. It's just so ugly. Every time I watch it, I'm just like, God, could this thing just get more and more ugly? It's just so bad. So you think it's the Airbnb? Yeah, why not? I honestly, how on earth could Harvey get out of attending this trial? I think Rashbaum knows he is going to be called to the stand. He's a key witness, and especially for the money washing. I have her evidence memorized. I don't even need to look at the list. It's like the wiretaps, the money washing, the talking in code, um, the new cell phone downloads. I think they're gonna need Harvey there. And I mean, for those of you going, you're making your plans. I'm sure she's probably trying to set up this CNA to maybe fly down there, then meet him, and then fly up. This is my like elaborate scheme, but I feel like I'm kind of like intuitive about this kind of stuff because I mean I do work in geriatrics, so I have a lot of friends and coworkers who are CNAs, and past age 80, especially for a person who is single, it wouldn't be beyond the realm of possibility that you would need a CNA to come to your house to clean. He probably has a CNA down there and who cleans and cooks for him and does like grocery shopping. So that's my guess. I agree, T. Cancella. Why is Rashbaum not nervous? I don't know, but I've been away from this case for a while, and I was like, why is she calling Rashbaum? And I thought, oh yeah, he's her lawyer. It's just been a minute. And then I remember, Alex Morris is also her lawyer, and I saw almost no calls, not as many calls to Alex. Alex is kind of, in my opinion, kind of like this window dressing of Tallahassee and hey y'all, and we love the south of Georgia, Florida, and they're just gonna kind of try to smooth over that jury pool, and it's not gonna work. Let's see, do they care if prisoners are being extorted? I think they mostly care about keeping them alive. Yeah, I mean, maybe Charlie being unalived, quote unquote, by a gang member would be probably terrible for Florida in the most high profile case that I've seen living here in the past 10 years that I lived in Florida. So that would be a terrible look for the prison. I don't think they can prevent deaths, but I think probably some discussions went on in some offices about, this is an important case. Let's keep him alive and until all of them are brought to justice, and we hope and pray that they are. Because if not, hey, I can go play pickleball, I can go on with my life, but it'll be kind of frustrating if they're not brought to justice soon. You guys might get a front row seat at this trial. So let's see what else I was trying to look at. Any other ideas of why Wendy might be in Austin? I know there is actually a Jewish community there. Can you guys hear me now?
No.
Can you hear me? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm going to have to. I'll stop it and then I'll create another live stream. All right, you guys, see you later.